Definitely wait till more people join in and maybe we can start our discussion. And probably I'll answer some questions as well too. But in the beginning, we're going to talk a little bit more about the type 2 diabetes. I know I have the phone a little bit further than me, but I'll try to kind of respond as much as possible. Unless you guys have a different subject in mind, but so we got type 2 diabetes, we have cholesterol, we have, these are the main factors we'll talk about. We have blood pressure. So everything almost kind of falls in that same category. Are selling something on this channel? I'm not selling anything on this channel. No, I never do. Other than most of the users that follow me, they'll end up booking a consultation based on specific things or specific issues they actually might be experiencing. I will text you tomorrow on WhatsApp. I read your email just now. Thank you for reaching out. No problem, Marie. I hope you're doing well and everything's working out good for you. I know I've been a little bit behind on responding to some of the emails. It's just been getting lots of messages on a daily basis, and it's been a little bit overwhelming. It's just been tough sometimes to respond to everyone. And I know I've been getting a lot of messages as well too on TikTok, and a lot of them have been blocked, so I'm unable to actually respond very effectively. And every time I actually put a specific name or a specific dose or a specific vitamin to use, I end up getting blocked. So moving forward would be better if everybody can actually just send me a direct message either by email or maybe through YouTube. It's a little bit easier that way, and I can just respond a little bit better with a lot more information to support you guys as well. But yeah, we'll start our chat here as soon as we get more people. If you guys can tap the screen, we can get more people to join, and we can start talking about maybe type 2 diabetes. And I've really been putting some stuff together for the vitamin C as well that you guys will get for free. The same thing that I was giving the liver detoxification for free. You guys can actually probably download this one when it's done. How much taurine should I take per day? I am 59. You gotta start with at least 3,000 milligrams 3 times a day on an empty stomach. That's how much taurine you require in the beginning stages so you can actually saturate your cells. Once you saturate your cells within about 90 days, this is for Cuban Rangers, right when you saturate your cells for about 90 days, and after that you can go on a 3,000 milligrams daily, which is 1,000 milligrams in separate doses. Make sure it's still on an empty stomach because you don't want it to conflict with other amino acids. And it depends what you're thinking of using taurine for. But taurine is going to give you a lot of benefits, whether it's blood pressure, it's going to support your cardiovascular, antioxidant properties, it's going to be a detoxifier, it's great for brain health. Pill form or powder, does it make sense? Yeah, you need the powder because taking 3,000 milligrams, you don't want to be taking 6 pills. So it's better if you actually get the powder form. I have a stage 2 CKD and I go on the keto diet and I will not affect my kidneys. It should not affect your kidneys, but to fix your kidneys, you can actually start using NMN. So far, I've had good success with a couple of my patients using NMN and stinging nettle, taking about 750 milligrams every morning and about 500 milligrams of a stinging nettle with TMG, and we've seen everybody going from a stage 4 to a stage 2. So definitely. So definitely look into that, and I think that would actually help quite a bit with the CKD. And the one that we've been currently testing with it does come from Australia. It is a very, very clean source as well. It does not have anything added to it. So definitely would be great to look into it. I'm trying to charge my phone and it's not taking the charge for some reason. Let me just see what's going on here. Okay, there we go. Now it's taking the charge. Hopefully it stays that way. You look younger today. Maybe because the beard. I haven't. Usually I dye my beard. I haven't. It's actually going white. Maybe it's trying to stay as relaxed as possible. But it's been stressful, a lot of work, and I've been exhausted. Does too much water thin blood or flush out nutrients? It will actually overstimulate your kidneys and will flush out your nutrients. So you have to kind of be careful how much water you drink. That's why it's highly recommended that you actually always hydrate your water correctly with proper magnesium, proper electrolytes. Good night, Maurice and everyone. Debbie, have a nice evening. Any tips for colitis? Yeah, for colitis, it's usually an inflammation in your colon. And the only reason you have inflammation in your colon is probably because your colon is not being as active, or the muscle of your colon is not working correctly to actually squeeze the nutrients. So what would help with that? Prebiotics, probiotics, quercetin, DHA, vitamin D3, digestive enzymes, hydrochloric acid, all these would actually benefit your intestine to actually reduce the inflammation. Some people like to use the boswellia or aloe vera even, but you have to kind of make a decision on that. But yeah, definitely it is good. I'm just gonna write that question down here because this is when you guys go to my YouTube channel, and you're gonna probably watch that video again. At least you guys know what we spoke about. So I'm gonna put here issues with colitis. We'll talk about that. Which magnesium should I order? It has to be magnesium ionic chloride. I do have the link in my profile bio. Definitely, it does have all the minerals, all the vitamins. I'll show you the one I'm using. That's the one I recommend. So this is the one I use. This is the one I have on my website, guys. It is from Aussie. Trace minerals, magnesium, electrolyte, 70 plus trace minerals. Use about 20 drops, will give you about 100 milligrams. After 10 days, you can actually increase it to 40 drops. You get roughly about 200 milligrams of magnesium ionic chloride. So this is the one you need to get, Kate. So even that question, Fernando, you were asking me, drinking too much water. So what you gotta do is, all you gotta do is just put a couple of drops of this into your water, and that's how you actually hydrate your water correctly. Is 10,000 IU D3 and K2 good? I ordered some and it was from China. So I might, well, you know, look at the quality. Look at the quality. So make sure your vitamin D3 is coming from a good source. Make sure there's no glycerin or there's no sunflower or anything like that added to it. And make sure that it is mixed with MCT oil. And that's how you can be able to get good quality product. And that's how you should actually be taking your vitamin K2. Let's say vitamin K2, MK7, make sure it's in a good form, and vitamin D3. There's a lot of stuff that actually comes from overseas, comes from China, just because it is all processed there. Almost about 90% of the supplements, they come from China, unless they actually, it does say that it's coming from, let's say, United Kingdom, or it's coming from Australia. That's why it's always good to ask for the certificate of analysis. Was on 6 days of prednisone. What can I do to help unclog my sinuses? You can take NAC. NAC 1200 milligrams every 3 hours. Niacin increase blood sugar. How can I take it without elevate sugar levels? Only if you actually hit 3000 milligrams of niacin that will cause slight blood sugar elevation. But once you actually reduce your niacin levels, your blood sugar goes back to normal, which is your HbA1c levels. I should just met with you first. You should have. You should have let me know before you order. But you know, you can always send me the ingredients. I can check it for you. But definitely look into it correctly. Just make sure. And since I don't know if you're in Canada or not, there's we do have some good brand name by Canprev. They make some good quality vitamin K2 and K7, which is really good. Whenever it gets here, okay, let me know. Let me know for sure. Yeah, you're in Winnipeg. That's right. Let me know when you get it. We'll look at the ingredients, make sure it's legit, and we can always check the certificate of analysis as well too to make sure it's good. And sleep med, you know, nobody ever gonna hit the 3,000 milligrams of niacin a day. I did 9,000 milligrams of niacin a day just to see the effect of it, and it does increase your blood sugar by probably a percentage, but once you actually get off of it, it goes back to normal. So no big deal at all. It's the same thing that you know, some medications you take, they overstimulate your liver or they overstimulate your kidneys. It doesn't mean that it's actually causing any issues. So that window behind me there, if you guys can see it, we're gonna actually rip that window off. So it's gonna be a big frame attached to the tiny house. So this way Duke is gonna start peeking his head through that probably after this week. I'm trying to finish it this coming up week. Yeah, I did that. So I pulled all the material from the tiny house, and I actually did the what do you call that? Pine? No, this is not pine actually. Damn, I can't remember the name now. Tongue and groove, but it was I can't remember the exact name. And I did the whole thing. I did the whole section here. I pulled it out and I made it to look like a little bit of a cabin kind of style, which is nice. Yeah, so that window there is just gonna come out. The big window I'm gonna keep, but that window there is gonna come out. It's gonna be attached with a tiny house, so they're not gonna be like a frame. It's actually gonna be just a frame. They're not gonna be like a glass or any buck spray, whatever. Tongue and groove, there you go. But I can't remember what it was. It's not pine. I used something else. It was a little bit more expensive than pine. It does actually has a nice smell to it. Can't remember the name now. But yeah, they had some good price on tongue and groove. Was awesome. What dose of metformin do you think is ideal? I take 1,000, but may take 2,000. Why would you need to take 2,000 a day? Usually we average 500 to 1,000 milligrams as a start. It's not cedar. It was Douglas something. Douglas something. I can't remember. You guys gotta remember. It is part of the cedar, but it is Douglas something. I can't remember. I can't cure it. You can cure what? Hi, I have ulcerative colitis. You can cure it. Yes. Douglas fir. Yes, that's what it is. Douglas fir. My mind is like out right now. It's just I've been stressed all day. Acid reflux, please. Acid reflux. I did an ebook on acid reflux. You can go ahead into my website and download it, but it talks about food combining, taking digestive enzymes and hydrochloric acid and apple cider vinegar. Tinnitus is mostly in your brain. And it's all due to a lot of the oxalates in your body that causes the issue with the tinnitus. Why stress? Oh, it's been a long day. I've been trying to cover the hole. I finally finished it and I had to clean up some stuff because tomorrow the truck is coming to drop off some materials for me. And if they can't make it up to the hill here, if they're gonna drop it in the bottom, it's gonna take me like 4 hours to bring it up here walking. So they're dropping off all the insulation bags and all my 2x6 by 12-foot wood so I can finish the deck as well. And so still a lot of work. I want to finish everything before end of May if I could. So this way I can just focus on the water line because the water line is going to freeze this year and I have to kind of think of how I'm going to dig and put it underground at least 2 feet. How can I reduce my high blood pressure? Patients, maybe connect with me. We can do like a consultation and I can guide you through the process and how to reduce your blood pressure. And I can actually guide you through the whole thing and we can definitely reduce it. 100%. Or you can actually download my ebook on high blood pressure and how to actually reverse it 100%. Paul Saladino is now saying that keto diet is harmful. It seems like a lot of the big influencers. Every time there's something they come up with, eh? My blood pressure is high and I was affected by my kidneys. We can fix that and we can reverse the kidney issues. Or flipping their opinion on keto. Yeah, people they'll keep changing. They'll keep changing. Every couple months, every year or so, they're gonna keep changing, Jimmy. It's insane. You're Superman all on your own. All on your own. I'm trying. I'm trying. It's been tiring, seriously. Like I get days where I don't want to do anything anymore. And it's hard to find somebody to come and help, but I got one person here locally. He's gonna help me for 5 days. So I told him like I'll pay him. I don't know how much he's gonna charge me, and he's gonna do all that for me. So this way I can maybe relax and focus on doing more live and more consultations. They're just trying to stay relevant. Yeah, they're trying to always make a dollar, right? They're trying to kind of always sell certain things. But it is what it is. They'll keep changing. But the question is, why is the reason and why you guys are changing? Like, look at Dr. Eric Berg. He's been doing ketogenic lifestyle for multiple years. And it's all about doing it correctly. And I've talked about this almost 9 years ago. I'm like, whenever you guys do like a keto, you will ruin your thyroid if you don't actually add some carbohydrates at least once a week so you can refuel your glycogen storage. And nobody believed me. And now everybody's saying, well, my thyroid is messed up. This is happening. But as long as you kind balance your thyroid levels, you should be fine. And the downfall about the keto, you will lose some muscle mass just because you're not consuming a lot of protein. But it's not bad. It is workable. It is workable. Let me get some water, guys. I gotta clean my copper cup. I haven't cleaned it. I should re-drink from it again. I'm drinking from this little cup. It's not even enough water. What is keto? Ketogenic is mostly they aim on moderate protein intake and high fat intake and a lot of vegetables. I'm doing carnivore and haven't had a bowel movement in 3 days. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. I usually only have one every fourth day or so. That's normal because your body's utilizing all the. You can see how bioavailable animal products are. Trust me, I don't feel bloated. I don't feel exhausted or nothing. I haven't been to the washroom for like 3 days, which is fine. That's normal. Can you do keto vegetarian? Yeah, you can do keto vegetarian. It's just you're not gonna get your proper nutrients. You're probably gonna become deficient. But a lot of our meat is vegetarian, so it doesn't hurt to try some. A lot of our beef they eat grass-fed, grass-finished, so they're vegetarian. I'm just bugging you, but you get the idea. You can definitely enjoy a piece of steak. Even though if you're vegetarian or not, you can enjoy a piece of steak once a month or whatever it is, just so you can make sure you get some proper dense nutrients. Don't become deficient on a lot of the stuff, and don't stick to like one single thing. Like people who stick to like strictly keto or strictly carnivorous or strictly vegan. Have a different things added to your system. Do you speak Arabic? I do speak Arabic, yes. Does gluten and Hashimoto has any link? Yes, it does. Keep in mind, the issue with Hashimoto is 80% happens because of your gut issue. 20% is something to do with your thyroid, very low. Where are you? I'm in Canada. I'm in Canada right now. I'm probably gonna end up turning the gas heater on, to be honest with you. For the past 5 days, it's been dropping to like 0, and 2 days ago we got like -2. So it's been freaking cold. What happens when kids, small babies, are put on plant-based food? Is it good or bad? It's a bad idea. You're not gonna allow them to actually develop a healthy brain. Hey, who did the decorating? Oh, I did. The wood in the back, I did. I pulled my trailer apart and I actually did that. Hey, man. Hey, doctor. Lucky, I wish I was Canadian. Why? Hey, Annie. It's cold here too. It's going to be a short summer this year. Jimmy, this is ridiculous. Seriously, like we live in Canada, we look forward every single day for the summer to hit so we can actually enjoy some nice weather. And suddenly, in the month of May, we're still getting snow. We had the snow 2 days ago here. Yesterday was -2 in the middle of the night. I freaking froze. Woke up at 3 o'clock. I had to actually sit by the gas heater. It's ridiculous. Beautiful interior. Thank you. Just wait till I finish my tiny house. I don't know. I haven't decided what to do, if I'm going to do tongue and groove or not, if I get a good price on them. Please explain more about the problems with kids on plant-based food or vegan. The problem is with the plant-based, they're not going to get their omega-3s. They're not going to get their essential fatty acids. They're not going to get their sufficient vitamin B12. And all these are actually going to help with the development of the brain. So if you actually eliminate all that, then the kids can actually struggle. I laughed the first time I sat in Calgary and it snowed on this day in May. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy that we still get snow in the month of May. Banff got hit pretty hard. They got like almost 2 feet of snow. That's insane. But yeah, it does get pretty cold actually. I was working on my ebook and I totally forgot about it. Let's go back to my little ebook. I was writing a small ebook for you guys. Any foods that may help Asperger's? Just wondering. Any foods that may help Asperger's? We get 3 nice months a year in Canada, and most of the time it's smoky for those 3 months. Yeah, 100% it's smoky. Can you believe that the fires already started in BC? Like, I think that's ridiculous. I think it's all man-made, by the way. Thanks, I've been really concerned. Hey, at least no mosquitoes, right? It's true. It's true. So let's focus. Let's get back. Love your content. Cheers. Thanks so much. Carnivore diet. What would you like to know about carnivore diet? I've been on carnivore diet right now, coming up 10 years. 10 years in a month, actually. I strictly eat meat, eggs, and cheeses. And the meat that I eat is mostly yak, which is incredible. Once in a while, because I do work out hard, I do what is called a carb load. And a carb load is only happening once a week on a Saturday night, where I tend to consume only specific white rice, not brown rice or anything like that, just so I can refuel my glycogen storage. But carnivore diet is 100% safe. Fat does not cause any heart disease, or it does increase your cholesterol, but doesn't mean your cholesterol is being oxidized. Hello, Maurice from Aussie. Hey, how are you? What diet do you recommend for thyroid Hashimoto issues? It's not whether it's a diet. It's more of what your body can actually handle, because you do have to eliminate certain food groups from your body that your body is reacting to it. And it's mostly your digestion. If you want to go a little bit more in specific, probably would be best to kind of book a time with me, cake time, and we can kind of discuss everything in details, and I can give you a guide on that and how to actually get started properly. Hi, Elaine. Carnivore diet. Sorry, I'm writing all the questions you guys asked me so I can put it in the description when you guys go back and rewatch the video on YouTube. I retain fluid very badly as soon as I eat rice. Rice is a staple food for me. Please suggest. You're not actually hydrating correctly, and that's why you're actually retaining water. It's your kidney. There's a lot of talk about pork meat. Is it good meat apart from others? I don't eat pork meat unless it's pasture raised. Same thing with chicken. I don't eat chicken unless it's pasture raised. I haven't had pork, a good pork, for almost 7 years now. How do you ensure you are eating clean meat, free of polymers, mRNA vaccines? You don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know what the hell farmers are doing. We don't know if farmers have been bought, whether they're actually putting all these vaccines or not in the meat. We're like sometimes, most of the time, it's tough to kind of know unless you trust the farmer. That's why sometimes hunting or fishing would be ideal, but we can only do so much. What is good whey protein powder? None. All whey protein is heavily processed. I would never recommend anybody take any type of whey protein. The only thing is I would recommend maybe taking collagen, like type 1 and type 3 hydrolyzed collagen peptides. Hi, good night. My sister recently found out she have POTS. Does it have a cure for that? Oh, it does. 100% it is curable. I drink 3 liters of water every day and my kidney function is all normal, but still gain fluid highly because you're not actually hydrating your water. This is how you hydrate your water. You put trace minerals and it has magnesium. That's what I do in every cup of water I drink. So you can hydrate your body and not actually just overstimulate your kidneys. Micronutrients, collagen. Let me drink some water, guys. I'm thirsty. I suggest everyone get the cheat sheet ebook. It has a lot of helpful info. Thanks so much for putting that out. Yeah, guys, get the cheat sheet that I wrote. I know it's version 1.1. When version 1.2 comes available, you guys will get it for free, whoever bought the original cheat book. But I do have a lot of the information in there, a lot of the questions you guys asked me, because instead of me writing an ebook on every single subject, I put everything in a cheat book. So you guys can actually go in there and it'll give you a list of all the supplementation, the cheat stuff, and I'm gonna actually put even more and more things in it. I've already added about 18 new things to it. And once I launch version 1.2, you guys are gonna get it for free. Can you please show that hydration product? Oh, if you go to my website, you can actually see it there. It comes directly from Australia. It says Aussie Trace Minerals and it has magnesium, electrolytes, and everything. Click on my website, you'll see it there. You can take, for the brain, you can take L-theanine, you can take hesperidin, you can take DHA. I still have the sticker on there. I totally forgot to take it out, even though I washed it. How can she contact you to get help? Sharon, if you click on my website, on my profile, on the top corner there, and it's going to take you to the main page. On the main page, there's a website. And this way we can connect through a consultation, or we can connect by email and actually have a discussion. Let me know if you can find it, Sharon. If you can't, I'll send you the link, or maybe you can send me like a direct message. I can send you the link. It's great to have the cheat book, great information. I'm trying to add more to it, Maria. I've just been extremely busy, but I want to add at least 50 things. I've already added about 18 things, and I'm actually fixing the sheet a little bit more with more details and a little bit more on how to use every single item instead of just giving you guys a supplementation as well. So in time, I'll have more for you guys. Just sometimes it's tough. Okay, thank you. Let me know if you can't find it, Sharon. Send me a direct DM. And I got a sensor. I bought a new sensor. I'm gonna actually put it on the tree where Karen is. So this way, every time she's poking at me, peeking at me, my sensor goes off. What do you suggest about intermittent fasting? Is it helpful? Intermittent? Yeah, it is helpful. I do it daily. I've been doing it for like 9 years now. I bought the liquid super concentrated seawater. That's awesome. Tastes really good, actually. I like the flavor of it. But yeah, intermittent fasting is helpful. Whether you want to do weight loss, whether you want to cut down your meal intake, or whatever your goal is, it's 100% helpful, and it's going to actually support you. And it's going to reduce, the most important thing is going to reduce inflammation. And that's a big thing, because inflammation is mostly the cause of type 2 diabetes. is the cause of blood pressure, is the cause of oxidized cholesterol, which causes heart disease as well. Is there byproduct of desalination plants? I gotta look into it to see if there is or not. Can you see my comment? Certain comments are getting blocked. So if I'm not able to see your comments probably being blocked, you might have to kind of reword it differently. So keep in mind, guys, there's a lot of comments that actually get blocked. And I have nothing to do with that. That's something that either TikTok or sometimes YouTube, they block it, that I can't really control it. So if I don't answer your question, I'm not ignoring you. So I know when I started talking, we were talking about, insulin resistant. Yes, I see your contact perfect. I was talking about insulin resistance, and over time, the cells and the muscles, fat, and of course your liver becomes less responsive to insulin. So that's something we actually have to kind of work with, whether this means, so what happened is the sugars cannot enter your cells very easily, and it becomes an issue. And that's why we end up becoming like insulin resistance, where you have higher levels of glucose in the bloodstream. And that's the cause of a lot of the inflammation that actually occurs these days. It's sometimes too much carbohydrates, and your body's not actually utilizing them correctly, and you overwork your pancreas. So it's very, very important to actually be mindful when you're actually eating a lot of carbohydrates. Don't overdo it, and you don't need to actually do it on every single meal either. And some of you don't even have to do it on a daily basis. And I've been on a carnivore diet for 10 years now and thriving without any sugars. So your body does not require it unless you need to actually utilize it for specific things. Because the more sugars you take, the more inflammation you're going to cause if you're not utilizing it correctly. What can someone take to elevate premenstrual symptoms? Well, it depends as well. Your diet plays a huge role in this as well too, right? But if you're looking for like supplementation, is that what you want? Or do you just want like a diet changes? Because all it is sometimes is a diet changes. Yes, supplementation, is that what you're looking for? One of the first things to start with would be your vitamin B6, P5P, vitamin E tocotrienols of 200 milligrams, omega-3, but make sure you're only getting DHA, not your DHA and EPA. And your vitamin D3 has to be 1,000 IU per 25 pound of body weight. That would be like your basic scenario for menopausal, for pre-menopausal. How do you utilize sugar without doing any damage? You have to know your body type. So the way you can tell, hey, what book? Just putting some stuff in regards to vitamin C. How do you increase stomach acid? Apple cider vinegar, hydrochloric acid would be your best thing. How do you utilize sugar without doing damage? It's all in regards to your triglyceride levels. So you have to actually, so the way you do it with the sugars, so let's say your body is capable of burning off, let's say 50 grams of sugar a day. If you end up taking more than that, you're just going to end up putting more weight. So the problem is, how do you find out? Is mostly done with your triglyceride levels. If your triglyceride to your HDL ratio is above 1, that means you're actually ingesting more glucose than your body requires. So vitamin D, got it. You need vitamin D, 1,000 IU per 25 pound of body weight, and vitamin E tocotrienols I would use at least 200 milligrams. Sweet, are you into orthomolecular medicine? I am. Did you read their journals? I've read some of their journals a long time ago. And I'm a big fan of Dr. Linus Pauling as well too, and his vitamin C method with lysine and proline. They're one of my favorite because I've tested it, and it's the true key to unlock lipoprotein small a. So anybody who has a lipoprotein genetic issue, it does unlock it. But recently I've found another unlock key, niacin. but not using niacin at a high dose or using niacin at 500 milligrams. Actually using niacin anywhere between 200 to 250 milligrams every 2 hours. And it's shown a dramatic drop in your lipoprotein small a. Go download my cheat book, Christy. I think I do have some information there on lupus, I believe. Let me just see. I think it's better if you actually go download it and I'll talk to you about it. I'm just gonna open up my cheat book. My cheat book, where is it? Where is it? Cheat book, cheat book. There we go. I'm just gonna see if I have anything on lupus. Carb loading and prediabetes is dependent on muscle mass, 100%. Cheat book, there we go. I opened my cheat book. Do I have anything on lupus? Lupus, leaky gut, chronic, sleep, Lyme disease. I'll tell you what, if you go buy my cheat book and send me an email that you bought it, I'll send you the information on lupus. Oh yeah, I never heard about the niacin hack. I used to do 2 grams 3 times daily and noticed improvements. Yeah, you don't need 2 grams anymore. If, your body can only utilize such a small amount of niacin, so I'm doing a test of 200 milligrams, and it's actually working really good. Rheumatoid arthritis, any recommendation? Yeah, take 250,000 vitamin D3 daily with boron and vitamin K2. 250,000 IU. High hemoglobin, and what can I indicate? High hemoglobin, you're probably you require vitamin C to actually fix that. I can only order what's on Amazon for various complicated reasons. What do I look for in a good trace mineral? There's none on Amazon, unfortunately. What vitamins and supplements should I take to help lose weight? It's not whether to take vitamins and supplements, it's your lifestyle. Connect with me. I can draft out a lifestyle for you so you can actually follow. So you just make a jug of water and dissolve niacin? No, you can't, because you might kind of break it apart. I've been doing 200 milligrams every 2 hours. Every 2 hours I've been actually doing that, and it's kind of insane, but it feels good. How much K2 with vitamin B12, please? Vitamin K2, MK7, 300 micrograms. Vitamin B12 to 5,000 micrograms. Immunoglobe A, also it's A. You need to take vitamin D3, 1,000 IU per 25 pound of body weight, prebiotics, and I would actually add quercetin. Niacin with flash or not flash? No, you need the flush. You need the flush effect. That's how you control your lipids. The non-flush, it does not do anything. What's the cure for being love stick with you? That's a nice question. I found niacin help to break up calloused hand. Oh, nice. That's awesome. How much you're taking? Are you still taking 2,000 milligrams a day? Oh, let me put that question here in my... I'm writing all the questions you guys are asking me, so I can put it on the YouTube, so anybody's gonna watch it, they can see. So we're gonna talk about niacin to control LP small a, 200 milligrams every 2 hours. Can you tell me what to take for high blood pressure? Even thought my blood work is coming out okay. Blood work has nothing to do with the blood pressure, unfortunately, but I can help you. Book a time with me and I can guide you, because there's 7 different factors that can actually raise your blood pressure. So it's not like a supplement that I can tell you, hey, go buy yourself some magnesium and you're gonna fix your blood pressure. It doesn't work that way. Control LDL by pumping some iron. Not really. I don't think that would work much. They said garlic and sunlight is bad for lupus. I'll have to check in regards to garlic. What are your thoughts on castor oil? I don't know. There's too much hype on it. I use it on the skin just to see if it actually does anything. Haven't really noticed much. Putting the question another way. What makes the Aussie mineral supplements so good? Is there a specific ratio of minerals that is correct, or is it the source of the minerals that is? It's the source of the mineral. I've tested already 6 different companies that actually offer trace minerals, some from iHerb, some from Amazon, and not one of them actually had a proper bioavailability and a proper ratio to actually saturate your body or saturate your magnesium, which is we're looking for RBC magnesium. And with oxalates minerals, once I start taking it, I've only used for the first bottle. I've already ordered 9 bottles again. On the second bottle, my RBC magnesium was saturated up to 6 milligrams per deciliter, and that's what we're looking. The other ones, I took them for almost a year. One of them was called the Trace Minerals. The company's name is Trace Minerals, and it wasn't as bioavailable. You'll have to go through at least 4 or 5 bottles, which is equivalent to 1 bottle of the Aussie Trace Minerals. So that's the only reason I speak very highly about it. I've checked their certificate of analysis. There's no issues with radiation. There's no issue with importing or anything like that, or the process of the minerals. So there's a big issue right now with trace minerals. Everybody talks so highly about them, but nobody has actually taken the steps to actually test them out correctly. What about nitric oxide for blood pressure? Nitric oxide works only as a patent design. The one I use is a patent design. Anything else there is not a patent design that actually will only boost your nitric oxide for 6 seconds. Waste of money. I know lungs can detox themselves, but is there any way to speed up the process? Take NAC, N-Acetylcysteine, 1200 milligrams every 4 hours. I'll try to order some of the proper stuff. Yeah, let me know. And I do stand 100% behind it. Even the company, I met the owners. They actually stand behind it 110%. Skinny Rick Grimes. Cheers, Tyler. Thanks so much. Maybe the camera is so far that I look skinny. That's awesome. I need to get some more water. My cup is so freaking small. Let me put some minerals in it. I have to get Duke in here. He's sleeping in a tiny house. Let's go check on him really quick. Oh yeah, he's knocking on the door. He wants to come in. Come, inside. Inside. Go to sleep. You gonna sleep on the bed? Okay. Don't move, you can sleep on the bed. I'm gonna stay here. Which nitric oxide should we use? I have the link in my profile bio. This is the one I use. It's a patent design by Berkeley. I take 2 capsules, last me about 8 hours. This is the one that you guys want. It's a 25% extracted and it has potassium nitrate in it as well too. Hey Doc, where is Duke? Duke just came in. He's sleeping on my bed. You guys wanna see him? I have the phones plugged in so I can charge them. The problem with the Juvono nitric oxide, they actually use a specific patent design of L-arginine, and the problem with L-arginine, if you don't have the proper antioxidant, it's going to cause oxidative stress. I know the company very well. They approached me with their products. It's a highly marketed company. And the L-arginine that they're using, it is a patent design, but the problem is it does cause oxidative stress. And that's why I kind of stayed away from it. So I know you're going to be using the Juvono nitric oxide, the Blood Flow 7. And I would actually, once you're done, I would actually discontinue and go with the Berkeley. A huge difference. And I talked to the company about L-arginine. L-arginine, they won a Nobel Prize back in 1990s or so. The 3 scientists, they said, in the presence of nitric oxide, 0 heart attack, 0 stroke. And the problem is, they said, if you are thinking of using L-arginine or L-citrulline to actually activate nitric oxide, the problem is it will cause oxidative stress, and it's not going to actually activate your eNOS, which is endothelial nitric oxide. It actually activates INOS, inducible nitric oxide, and that's why you end up getting oxidative stress, because it produces too much of good thing and it causes the oxidative damage. So to prevent the oxidative damage, you'll have to either take alpha lipoic acid, the R form, vitamin C, and vitamin E tocotrienols to prevent the oxidative stress. What are the best supplements for stabilizing my blood sugar? Are there any amino acid that would help? Got pre-diabetic symptoms. My doctor is useless. Get on readings of 16 millimolars per liter before food. Amino acid for blood sugar. That's not related. What do you for blood sugar? I'm just checking because I know we use taurine. I know we use taurine, but I don't know if it does actually has much to do with blood sugar. It does actually improve like your insulin sensitivity as an amino acid. I'm just kind of comparing it against berberine. If actually it will work a little bit better, but most of the time is going to be probably your best bet would be using taurine and alpha lipoic acid, the R form of alpha lipoic acid. That would be like probably the ideal thing to use, because taurine does improve insulin sensitivity. Alpha lipoic acid will get rid of like the fatty liver disease, so this will allow more insulin to become more sensitive. It's 8:45 p.m. your time and still pretty light out. Yeah, it stays nice and bright here till about 9-10 p.m., which is not bad. But the problem is there's no more sun. It's gone. You can't really stand outside right now. Probably you'll get bit like crazy by mosquitoes, but it's not bad actually overall. It's just I think once I put some lights outside, we can just kind of spend more time being outdoors. Berberine, okay to help with high sugars? Yes, it does help. But it takes about 45 to 60 days to actually work its way in your system. R alpha lipoic acid, yes. If it doesn't have the R, most of the time it's synthetic. So the R is more bioavailable. More bioavailable. I got freaking screws in my pocket. Let me take him out. I'm wondering what the hell is poking me. I got like freaking 9 screws. I don't know why I have 9 screws. I think I was gonna install the the sensor, but it's still being charged. There we go. Put them away. So it is getting a little bit chilly. Yeah, if it's chilly now in August, you can't even sit outside at this time. It gets too cold. You need like a toque and you need a freaking jacket. Anything for hormonal acne? Your acne is happening because so think of this. Your skin is your largest organ. If you're having acne, it's the food you're consuming. A lot of the food that are actually hormonal foods, they actually cause hormonal imbalances, and that's why you end up getting acne. Any suggestion on the berberine? The one I've been using is from Australia. This is a company that I use. I'm out right now, but this is a company I use. This is Genetic Labs. I have the link on my profile bio. They actually do some really good quality berberine. This is actually the resveratrol. I like it because it comes with MCT and nanoparticle, which is really, really good for digestion. But yeah, get it from them. And I have a link actually to give you 20% off. Sorry, what was the brand of nitric oxide I should switch to? If you go on my profile bio in the top and go to my website, I have this under my supplement. It goes by the name of Berkeley. Now you cannot buy this without my practitioner code because it's only actually meant to be sold to practitioners, and practitioners can sell it to patients. But I did put in my practitioner code on a website, so automatically it recognizes that you're coming from me directly. Great job on your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you, LPG12338. Awesome. Thanks so much for that. I really appreciate it. Cheers. That's awesome. Thanks so much for that. Is pink salt good for your eyes? Pink salt does contain some trace minerals. It's not whether it's good for your eyes or not. unless you have like a deficiency. Like most of the things you need for your eyes would be magnesium is really good, zinc, you need astaxanthin, at least 12 milligrams, nitric oxide so you can increase the blood flow, a little bit of cayenne for blood stimulation. Bilberry is one of the best antioxidants for the vision, and lutein. These would be like a stack of a combination. Usually in the winter time, because we don't get much light in our eyes, I tend to use astaxanthin 12 milligrams. And now 12 milligrams of astaxanthin will actually strengthen your vision and will actually get rid of eye strain. So I would highly recommend doing something like that. Would be great. What was that for eyes? What does zinc supplement do for you? It's good for your immunity, but it does actually strengthen your fibrous cap and it does strengthen your vision. Sorry, I'm just writing this stuff here on the video under description for YouTube. So in case you guys want to watch the video again, you know what questions were asked. Did I waste my money buying a magnesium complex? You did, yes. So imagine this. So you buy magnesium complex, so it has magnesium glycinate, magnesium taurate, magnesium malate, magnesium oxide, magnesium citrate, but each one does different thing. Magnesium glycinate is supposed to help you relax. Magnesium malate is supposed to give you energy. Don't you think these two will conflict? Magnesium oxide is good for diarrhea. Magnesium citrate is good for constipation. So technically, you need the proper magnesium, which is magnesium ionic chloride, so you can saturate your cells. Once you saturate your cells correctly, then you can switch to whatever magnesium you require. So I take magnesium ionic chloride every 3 hours of 200 milligrams, and before I sleep, I take magnesium glycinate, so it helps your body to go into a relaxation stage. And that's technically how everybody should be taking it. Bilberry and eyebright tincture helps. Thank you. Yes, 100% it does. And you can always add astaxanthin. Astaxanthin works really well. Indeed. Guys, let's get the thumbs up on YouTube. Let's get some tapping on the screen happening. Maybe we can gain more people, more followers can come and ask us questions. Have you heard of Amanda Vollmer? She's on Canada as well. She's from Canada as well. Recommends DMSO for a lot of issues. Yeah, I haven't heard of her, but I am aware of the DMSO benefits and stuff. You know, a lot of people use it. What to take for ED? You can take nitric oxide, the one I've been talking about, for erectile dysfunction. But you know, if you want to use DMSO, you want to take it for anti-inflammatory effect, antioxidant properties. It does enhance certain drugs to be absorbed a little bit better in the system. It's good for wound healing. So there's a lot of different benefits from it. Do you recommend a methylcobalamin over cyanocobalamin? I do. Like the cyanocobalamin is like cyanide infused with the vitamin B12. So I probably would stay away from that. If you want to cure ED, get a younger woman. There you go. That's a nice answer. What's your thoughts on the wild yam cream for estrogen levels? For the HEA, it's really good. It's mostly for women usage more than anything. Never take cyanocobalamin. It's cyanide and cobalamin, cyanide and vitamin B together. So I would actually stay away from that and try to go with methylcobalamin instead. What can you recommend for CSR eye condition? CSR? Have not heard of that. Let me check it out. CSRI condition. Oh, central serious retinopathy. Oh, for that, so anything to do with retinopathy, what you need to do is take lutein and astaxanthin. If you don't do good with astaxanthin, then take zeaxanthin with bilberry, and you need your DHA as well too with vitamin E tocotrienols to strengthen the vision. I'm sure it's because of the excess glucose in my blood. Do you know of anything I can take that will stop mosquitoes trying to make friends with me? Uh, it's crazy because when I tried keto for a bit, eating high fast, I would not be bugged by mosquitoes. The moment I switched, I start to kind of get hit. And some people says it's based on your blood type, but the only thing you can do is increase your fat, your animal fat intake, and that will actually keep the mosquitoes away. Central serious retinopathy, I get Avastin shots. You can actually do bilberry extract. Leaky gut can cause eye disease, 100%. Everything starts in the gut. So I would actually increase your fat intake, reduce your carbohydrates, Maggie. Probably try to kind of skip a day on your carbohydrates. So just kind of switch them to last meal of the day. Need sleep? Who needs sleep? I need sleep or you need sleep? I just got this new product to actually test out for a company. It's called Kill Switch. I don't really want to talk about it yet because it's still in my testing phase. But the product looks good. Don't get me wrong. It's like a cacao with GABA and cherry tart and magnesium and all the good stuff that you probably do take already. But the downfall about this is it has a stevia, xanthan gum, natural chocolate flavor. Now tell me what the hell does that mean? Natural chocolate flavor. Does that mean it's MSG infused or excitotoxins in it? That's why I don't like specific products or I even talk about specific products. Kill Switch for sleep. It is for sleep, yes, but I'm still actually debating whether it's going to be good for you guys or not. That's why I haven't really talked about it. Yeah, and xanthan gum. Xanthan gum is not bad. It's like a pre-fiber almost. But the thing is, natural chocolate flavor, I don't like to see that. I avoid anything with natural flavors. Anything with natural flavors is either MSG or excitotoxins products. And just either put the damn chocolate, don't put any natural flavor. And I asked the guy to give me a certificate of analysis. He doesn't want to, but yet he wants me to actually advertise for him. So you guys know where this product is going. What is the best way to get bowel movement? Take magnesium, take vitamin C, overdose on vitamin C, it'll flush out your bowel instantly. On a carnivore diet, is there a point where the body balances out and weight remains stable? I've had no problem dropping pounds, but don't want to skinny low. Yes, there is. There is a stop point based on your body type. Let's just put it that way. So let's say, I'll give you an example. When I started carnivore, I was 175, and now I dropped to 155. So that's about 20 pounds. And I'm still stuck on 155 for the past like 7 years, 8 years. So yeah, there is a point. There is a drop point where your body will balance out. But it's not whether it's skinny or not. I do train quite a bit. So it's all up to the person whether you put on some muscle mass or not, because your muscles will show either way being on a carnivorous diet, because you mimic fasting as well. So done with stevia, so many different types of it. It tastes disgusting. These white powders, how are they extracted? It can't be good. No, stevia is not good, especially if it's synthetic white powder. It has to be like as a plant, it's fine, but not as a white powder. Like this stuff here, I got from company sent me a sample. They want me to do a couple videos on it. I'm like, I'm not gonna do a couple videos on it unless I know exactly the ingredients or send me a certificate of analysis. And if that information is hidden, I'm not gonna even talk about it, guys. As simple as that. Hi, Maurice. I took the Gold digestive enzymes. I got food poisoning. When did you get food poisoning? What were you eating? What is the best way to reduce inflammation? Inflammation could be many things. Could be inflammation in your muscle, could be inflammation in your gut, could be inflammation in your brain, in your eyes, in your skin. There's different materials for inflammation. There's vitamin C, there's quercetin, there's ellagic acid, there's polyphenols, there's resveratrol, there's NMN, there's niacin. All these will actually reduce inflammation. It's just you want to make sure you never attack one single inflammation in the body. You want to attack all of them at different stages. So done with stevia. No certificate of analysis, red flag. Oh, 100%. If there's no certificate of analysis, no third-party testing, I can't really talk about the product. I don't care who makes the product and how much money they spend. They have to actually spend money to actually do third-party testing and certificate of analysis. And if none of that stuff exists, why the hell you're hiding the ingredients? Where is it coming from? How do you find which inflammation is taking place? You can do blood test. Do you take vitamin C? I do take vitamin C liposomal. How can I treat hepatitis B? Send me a message. I'll send you some information. There's a lot of things to talk about. I really enjoy the liquid IV with allulose. I have to mix it 32 ounces. It tastes too concentrated to me. Oh. Liquid IV. I'll look into that. How you like it? Is it pretty good? Too concentrated. Okay. Let me write it down here. Maybe I'll look into it. Yeah, what I've been taking for sleep is I take 400 milligrams of L-theanine, and I take like a sleep stack that I actually created with cherry tart, and actually it works really, really good. Liquid IV had citric acid and a bunch of other bad ingredients. I haven't, okay. So guys, you gotta stay away from citric acid if it has citric acid plain. The green grape flavor is very tasty to me. Citric acid is actually derived from corn, and it's mold. It causes mold in the body, and it causes access to toxins in the body, especially in your brain and allergy reactions. A lot of the allergies we get is from citric acid. So Blaine, maybe check on that, see if it does have citric acid or not in the current one you're taking, because I got somebody from TikTok, Jimmy. It says that it does contain citric acid. The liquid IV is also full of dextrose. I felt horrible taking liquid IV. Let me see if I can pull it up on my screen. By the way, for the hepatitis B, you can take alpha-lipoic acid and vitamin E tocotrienols. Liquid IV ingredients. I'll tell you my thoughts on it. Oh, shoot. My screen is like colored red. I can barely see anything now because it's like sleeping time. I can't believe I gotta wake up at 4 tomorrow to work. It's freaking ridiculous. Liquid IV, hydration, ingredients, sodium citrate, salt, dextrose, potassium, vitamin C, natural flavors. Guys, you guys are drinking this stuff? Silicon dioxide, citric acid, corn, comes from cassava root, potatoes, and corn. It's all mold. That's what causes a lot of the allergies. What are some good effect ways of addressing digestive tract gut inflammation with type 2? I would start taking digestive enzymes before every single meal, and I would actually take hydrochloric acid after every single meal to increase the acidity and prevent anything from actually fermenting in your gut. Not all liquid IV is sweetened with allulose. It's completely bullshit product. So which one do you take, Blaine? The green grape flavor. Let's look at the green flavor. Liquid IV. Strawberry, lemon, passion fruit. That's the only one. That's the only 3 I see. What is it supposed to be? Like your hydration stuff? Just get yourself some natural trace minerals like I'm doing. Because I think that the product is bullshit what Jimmy's saying. He didn't like it and didn't really like the flavor on it at all. But if I'm looking at one, like I just picked one, I'm not saying, I'm not saying, something wrong with the product or not, but ingredients make a huge difference of what we put in our gut, right? So I'm looking at one of them here. So you got sugar, pure cane sugar from dextrose. You got citric acid, salt, potassium citrate, sodium citrate, natural flavors, potassium phosphate, silicon, niacinamide. And then after that, they have a whole bunch of vitamins and stuff. Then they have cyanocobalamin in it as well too. So there's a lot of stuff in there I wouldn't really be considering. If anything, I would send an email to the company and shut them down. Cheers for the gift. Thank you. It tastes rice is very strong, but it made me feel sick. Yeah, the stuff they put in there, it doesn't look, to be honest with you, that healthy, guys. I would stay away from it. Look at the sugar-free options. Maybe I can't have it. Sugar-free option. So I click on shop, hydration. There's science ingredients, plus ingredients. Maybe because I'm in a different location, it's only showing me 3 different flavors. Yeah, it's only showing me 3 different ones, Blaine. It's not giving me like a full list. And it's showing me 2 of them are sold out. There's only 1 passion fruit available. So it's not really showing me liquid IV, strawberry, lemon, passion fruit. Yeah, it's only showing me them. It's not showing me anything else. Shop. Faiza, thanks so much for the flowers. Thank you. Maybe because they're sold out, it's not coming up on my page. I'm not sure. Shop by benefit. Shop by benefit. Shop. Learn, shop, student ambassador program. I'll check it a little bit more in details because it's not coming up. Even when I click on that. Shop by benefit. Hydration for. Hydration, let's say hydration for, let's say heat. Shop. Sold out, sold out. Yeah, I'll check it in a bit here. As long as you guys are, as long as you're aware of some of the other stuff, some of the ingredients they have, not to be not so good, but definitely look into it. Well, it's already 9 p.m. I'll do another 10 minutes with you guys. No, your burst my No worries, Blaine. We'll look into it. We'll look at. Oh yeah, you guys wanted to see the stack that I take, or the one I put together. So I take L-theanine. You guys know about L-theanine very well. I'm almost out. I can barely hear the capsules. I gotta order some more. So there's my little stack. Oh, this one is empty. Sorry. I think I'm out of L-theanine. How the hell I'm gonna sleep tonight? No, I still have another bottle. Real light makes it decent, no sugar electrolyte. Yeah, they do. I actually tried this. So I take my L-theanine, 400 milligrams. That's my little stack of sleeping. And I have a combination. If I can find it, so I can tell you guys what it is. You take one gram. Wow. I've heard that the L-glutamine is good for leaky gut. How much should I? No, I would never use L-glutamine. It's a waste of money and it's bullshit. I've tried L-glutamine for many years, didn't even do anything at a high dose of 50 grams a day. The only way you can actually do good with L-glutamine if you actually make your own bone broth. Does Duke have a problem sleeping? Oh no, he's already out. He sleeps on my bed. He sleeps on the floor. When the room is nice and cool, he actually sleeps the whole night without moving. When the room is like a little bit warm, that's when he actually gets up. So okay, so this is what I take. I take L-theanine. I have it written down here. L-theanine. Sorry, I take L-theanine 600 milligrams. I take GABA 100 milligrams. I take what is it? Lemon balm. I take 200 milligrams. Passion flower 100 milligrams, and skull cap 100 milligrams. That's my little stack for sleeping. And I go into deep sleep, and I still wake up every day at 4 p.m. in the morning, full awake. This stupid kill switch stuff that the guy wants me to advertise for him, which is I'm not going to. I've tried it last night, and I woke up this morning having like a very bad headache, and I woke up feeling groggy, very bad. Even thought the ingredients in there were very, very small. So something is not right. Oh yeah, and I take cherry tart as well too. And the cherry tart, I take the capsule. I haven't really tried the liquid. The liquid has about 20 grams of sugars in it. What is your black seed oil and olive leaf extract? I don't take a black seed oil. I don't take anything with seed oils. You crazy? Omega-6 oxidized bullshit stuff. You guys should never be touching that stuff. I'm getting up every morning at 4 a.m. too, and I'm wide awake, not sleeping like I used to. That's good. That's what happened when you become carnivore too. You don't need many hours of sleep. It's nice. Let me see. I can't find my cherry tart. Oh, there we go. And a cherry tart, I take. So every 2 capsules, about 700 milligrams. It's a ratio 10-1, so 7,000 milligrams. So that's my my little stack that I take. Lemon balm is great. Valerian works great too. Yeah, 100%. I just can't take too much valerian. For some reason, I wake up groggy. Sorry, I don't have any information in regards to that. Chalzalian on eyelid. I don't have any information on that. Lemon balm is great. Duke is behind me now. You guys can see him. Duke, go to sleep, bud. Sorry, I woke you up. Yeah, go up in my bed. Good boy. So I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pills. Is glycine good for sleep? Glycine is good with magnesium. Another great hack. Warm up a little bit of water and add 3 grams of glycine and take that about 20 minutes before you sleep. It's really good. It'll knock you out really well. And that's how it actually enables your GABA. I believe it's due to multiple autoimmune conditions I've been DX with. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. I haven't really looked into it much. Never really been asked that question before. Another one you want to take is, if you want to take anything with glycine, you can take magnesium glycinate as well. It's not bad. The magnesium glycinate, the nice thing about it is, especially I recommend it for type 2 diabetes, if they tend to wake up too many times in the middle of the night to actually urinate, it does actually work really well, which is nice to have as well. We got a lot of good questions. I'm just writing all of them down. I'm 62, worked night shifts most of my life. When I worked, I rarely got 7-8 hours of sleep. After a year of retirement, I'm about 6 to 7 hours of sleep. Any hope my body will adjust to sleeping longer? Why you want to sleep longer? I sleep 4 hours a day, sometimes 5 hours a night. You don't need more than that. You don't want any more sleep than that. If you're sleeping and you're going into deep and good REM sleep, you don't need more than that. You should be fine, 100%. What is the max dose of berberine you tried? 2,500 milligrams. What to do for Crohn's disease? Prebiotics, probiotics, omega-3, DHEA, calcium with magnesium coming from bone broth. You can take methylcobalamin. There's a lot of things you can do. You can take digestive enzymes. Yeah, as long as you're getting good deep sleep and good REM sleep, 4 hours, 5 hours a night, it's plenty. Seriously, you don't need 7 or 8 hours. I haven't really had 7 or 8 hours of sleep at all. Even on the weekend when I'm not working, I'm still up at 4 o'clock. I didn't really, I am not seeing your question. Probably it's been blocked. Should everyone take digestive enzymes? I believe so because everybody's going to end up having a pancreas issue due to the over stimulation, over intake of food. I'm more into light sleep than deep sleep. If you are more into light sleep, you can always add certain things, a little bit more glycine or GABA to actually knock you down to even more deep sleep. Does taking any forms of magnesium helps to reduce diabetic risk? How much daily? Not any type, no, not any type, because it's all based on how much elemental you actually absorb. Hey Sharon, have a good night. It's okay to do digestive enzymes with prebiotic and methylcobalamin together? Yes. You take digestive enzymes before every single meal. You take your methylcobalamin during your meal. You take your probiotics on an empty stomach, your prebiotics with meal. So everything has like a specific time and frame of being consumed. I'll take one more question, guys, and I'm gonna call it a night. It's getting pitch dark outside. I'm falling asleep. I gotta wake up at 4. If I don't wake up at 4 and sign in, I'm screwed. Then the IT company will yell at me. Good, I've been doing it right. Yeah, you got it 100% correct. Do you take digestive enzymes every day? I do only if I cook my food. If I don't cook my food, I don't take digestive enzymes. Do we need to take D3 with K2? The only reason they put K2 there is just to prevent too much calcium from building up. If your calcium is regulated correctly, you don't need to take vitamin K2. I can't thank you enough. You're so generous and kind with your knowledge. Being homeless 3 years now, just found out in the last week, pre-diabetic. Wish you good night. Maggie, no problem. You have a good night as well. Thanks so much for your feedback and your comment, and hope to be able to assist you further. Nice to see you again. God bless. Cheers, Jazz, as always. Good night, and thank you for your help and knowledge. You guys have a nice evening. We'll definitely touch base, and we'll go from there. And the question that came in for liver health, download my cheat book. It does have all the ingredients to actually help with fatty liver disease or issue with your liver. Maurice, Maurice, I am gay. Can you give me any tips? Have a nice evening. We'll definitely touch base. You guys take care, and thanks so much for all the comments and the lovely jokes as well too. Cheers, guys.